What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Phony Adults. This is episode number 8. If you're new here, you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It helps out the channel tremendously. Even if you're just on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, if you could meander over here to YouTube and hit that button, share it around with your friends and family, that'd be greatly appreciated. I can never thank you guys enough. I appreciate everyone who ever comes and listens. It's because of you guys that I have the inspiration to keep doing this. So, like I said, I can't thank you guys enough. I have a new guest today. He is my brother. Everybody give a warm welcome to Devin.
What's up? Thanks for having me, man.
I would like to preface this. If he says anything too fucked up, don't look at me. He's adopted.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's for sure.
What's going on, dude?
Living the dream, man.
Oh, yeah. I know you've been wanting to get on here for a little while now.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I could finally get you. I know we've had some scheduled issues for a little while, but yeah. So Devin is going to be getting married soon. I figure we put that on the table first, get that out of the way. Cause
you're just going right at it, aren't you?
Yeah, well, we gotta talk about all the good stuff. So I get to be the best man. So this is going to be a fun time.
Yeah.
You excited for it?
Yeah, I am excited. It's a little nerve-wracking, but
How's all the planning been going? Good.
From my perspective, let me fix this for a second. From my perspective, I would say it's been going pretty good. Maddie would say otherwise. That's my fiance, by the way. She's been grinding, getting everything done to her liking. She wants it to be perfect, and it's not gonna be.
Yeah, I feel like that's a thing. All women are, all women are like that. So, yeah. What stage in the process of all the planning are you at? Do you have everything?
Yeah, we pretty much got everything done now. I think the last thing, I got to get with you, Brett, and everybody and get the tux situation sorted out. That way, we can get going.
I'm excited to get fitted for the tux. We're all going to look good in those things, dude.
Yeah. I just hope Brett's able to do it since he's down in Florida.
Yeah, well, I would assume, I know he's setting aside time to come, so I would assume that he would be able to get fitted somehow, some way.
He did say there was a men's warehouse down there too, so that'll be...
Yeah, that's good. This is only going to be the second time I'm fitted for a tux.
Prom?
Yeah, I did one for prom.
Yeah.
That all white and the blue, dude. I love that thing. Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know me or didn't go to prom with me, I had an all white tux with a blue vest, and I was rocking that shit, dude.
Yeah, you were. I wore navy blue. I don't remember what color tie I had though.
Yeah.
I think it was just a black tie, maybe. I don't remember.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
We're getting old, dude.
Was that 8 years now?
Is it 8 already?
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, this is year 8 that we're out of high school.
Yeah.
We've been out of it double the amount of time we were in it, so.
Time flies, man.
And I'm bald already. I'm not even 30, so.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
That's why I wore a hat today.
I always wear a hat.
Yeah.
But.
You guys lose it up top. I can't grow it here, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at least I have the beard.
You and Jeremiah can grow the beard out like nobody's business, and then I'm just over here like baby face.
Right? Yeah, maybe one day you'll get it to grow a little bit fuller. You don't have a patchy beard.
No, I let it grow out, and then it just looks weird, so then I trim it. I don't actually shave it, because don't they say if you actually shave it off, not just keep trimming it, that's what makes it grow back fuller.
That's what they say, but it also is a lot of genetics too. There's dudes who shave clean shaven all the time that are trying to get it to grow longer, but it never does.
Right.
For some people, it's just once you get old enough. There's people who can have patchy beards all the way through their 20s and 30s, and then their 40s hit, and then they can just grow a full beard.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen to a lot of people.
I wonder when Brett's gonna grow a full beard.
I don't know. He's got a little patch going on for sure, but it's fuller than it used to be.
Yeah.
So it's getting there. Ryan's is a little bit patchy too.
Yeah.
The only people who can really grow full facial hair are you, me, Dylan, and Haney.
I think it's more you and Haney now than anything. I mean, Dylan.
Oh,
I think Dylan does more than me. I'm like the lesser out of everybody.
Dylan has like the goatee, but
Yeah,
it's
he has the
full. It's a full ass goatee.
That is true. That is true.
But yeah, I mean, as far as like full beards, like actually like lengthwise, I mean, me and Haney are the only two. But
Yeah.
growing up with Haney, I could never picture him with a beard. But now that he
no.
has one, I don't think I would like him without one.
Well, have you seen like on Facebook how you get those like memories that'll pop up? Like I saw a couple from like when he was 12, and I'm like, who is that?
Yeah, dude, he looks way different than he used to.
Yeah.
He got some muscle on him, and he's not a scrawny. He's not a buck 15 anymore, and he's got actually quite the full beard. I mean, it used to be patchy when we were in our teens, but I mean, it looks just like mine, basically, like fullness wise. I mean, he doesn't grow hair right here like me either. But
I feel like it's weird because I can't even remember what you look like without a beard anymore.
Well, I mean, I've had this beard since I was 17, so I haven't shaved it off since then.
Yeah,
like
true.
Yeah, I've had it. I had it all the way through senior year up until right now. I don't clean shave my beard off, but yeah. Dude, I saw this thing. I saw this thing that I wanted to ask you because I think it's such a weird question. So I saw something. It was, what was it? I think it was a TikTok or something. If you could choose 5 liquids to be able to dispense out of your fingers, what would you choose? Like, I've been thinking about this a lot lately. I don't know.
I've never thought of this in my life.
Well, because I mean, there's a lot of ways you could go about it. Like, you could choose like gas, you know what I mean? Like if you wanted free gas the rest of your life, it dispensed out of your finger, or it could be drinkable liquids. It could be any liquid that you need. Like what 5 liquids do you think you would do? I mean, water's got to be on there, of course, just in case.
I think I'd do water. You always need water. Gas, you can sell that, make money off of it.
Yeah.
Ghost energy drinks. Maybe some whiskey, and then I don't know, Kool-Aid or something. I don't know. I'm not much of a pop drinker, so.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't know why I've literally been thinking about ever since I saw the video. I've been thinking about it like all day. Well, I've seen it a handful of days ago. I've been thinking about it like all day, every day for some reason. I've been hyper fixated on it. So I think like I would choose water just in case you're in a situation where you need to be able to drink something.
Right.
Definitely gas because then it's free. And then, dude, I mean, like after that, it's just such a hard. I feel like it just comes down to preferences of drinking. Because after that, I mean, what other liquids are there that like you could use readily? I mean, gas is one thing, but
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it that much.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably do like oil or something. But I mean, I don't know. That's the only thing I could think of that you would probably.
Yeah, oil out of it just so like you don't have to go buy it when you're.
Yeah, just be like, oh, you need oil? Here you go.
You just imagine doing an oil change on your car. You got somebody helping you, and you're like, all right, where's the new oil? And you're just like,
watch this.
just out the fingertip. That'd be crazy.
That'd be so weird because like imagine, putting oil in, taking it out, and be like, man, I'm thirsty. And you start just drinking out of your finger. Imagine what that guy's thinking. He's probably like, what the fuck is going on?
It'd be even better if like the water came out of like your thumb.
Oh,
so you're just in public
on
like
your thumb.
That's
you
crazy.
Might get looked at a little weird.
But yeah, dude, I'm definitely getting excited for the wedding. So my best man speech, I don't have completely written, but I know how I'm going to end it. And I've known how I'm going to end it since you asked me.
Really?
Yeah, the ending is going to be the easiest part because it's going to be funny. The ending part is going to be hilarious, but I actually have to write something that's a little bit heartfelt for the beginning because I can't just be joking the whole time.
Right.
But the ending of it is going to be good, I think. I think you'll find it hilarious. I think most people will.
I feel like you're going to, knowing all the shit that we've done, is it gonna be something like I've done? It isn't? Okay. All right.
Nah.
I thought you were gonna like bring up like some toilet paper shit or you got me.
That would be very embarrassing. I wouldn't do that to you on your wedding day.
You got me.
I'll never forget that shit, dude.
That was awesome.
That whole trip was crazy.
Yeah.
That a roller coaster of emotions. So there's this trip we went on for Brett, who's been on this channel, and Haney, our other friend, who's going to be on this channel. It was their 21st, and we all decided to go to Put-in-Bay, which is like a nearby island to us.
Yeah.
And we all definitely got hammered, of course, because it's what you do for 21st birthdays. And I got an Airbnb house, and it was only split between me and 3 other people. And I couldn't keep everybody there, so everyone else had to figure out their own thing. But we all hung out at my Airbnb house after we drank all night on the island, because after a certain time, you can't get a ride back on the boat. So we got the latest one we could, and we get back to the mainland, and dude, Devin was hammered, dude. Like I've seen him drunk a lot of times, but dude, yeah, this was when you just recently got your hearing aids.
Oh yeah, I lost one of my hearing aids, and it's definitely in Lake Erie.
Maybe I wasn't with you when you lost it, so but everyone knew you lost it because you wouldn't stop saying that you lost it.
Dude, the thing I remember most out of that entire trip was I was so obliterated that somehow I found the function to get up at like 6:30 in the morning and walk up and down the streets of Port Clinton looking for my hearing aid. Like it was just gonna be there.
Yeah, I remember you guys came back to the Airbnb like right after we got off the boat, but then you guys all left to go to the bars that were like in the downtown, like Port Clinton area.
Right.
And I stayed back at the house with like TJ and Russ and Corbin, and all of a sudden I get a phone call from you, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck is he calling me for? And I answered the phone. I'm like, what's up, dude? And you were like, you're like screaming into the phone because he was in a very crowded bar. It was loud as shit. And you're just like, hey, what are you doing? And I'm like, back at the house. And you're like, I got Dougie here. And I'm like, who the fuck is Dougie? He made a new friend.
I still don't remember anything about Dougie. I just I remember Dylan. You remember Dylan was carrying around like his little cooler.
Yeah.
And he just, crack another one open. I remember we were down by like the where the bands were playing, and this guy just walked up and was just like, hey, can I have a beer? And I was like, it's not mine, but hey, you can ask him. And then somehow like he just kept following us around.
Yeah. So that was Dougie, some dude that just asked you for a beer?
Well, he told us about the bar. It was like an upstairs bar. And the other thing I remember was going up there, and I think you and I were already 21, yeah. So this big bouncer was like, hey, I need an ID. I'm like, dude, you can take my whole wallet. I got a shit. Like, just take it. I gotta go. He's like, no, dude, you're good. You're good. I'm like, thanks. Like, I'm sitting there like prairie dogging down to the restroom, and then all of a sudden I come out.
And you're hammered.
Oh, dude, I was obliterated. I didn't think I was making it to the restroom. I'm being honest with you.
Did you though?
Oh yeah.
And you made all the shit in the toilet, or?
Yeah, I don't remember, to be honest with you.
Dude, for all we know, you could have just shit all over the seats and the walls.
I feel so bad for the person that has to clean those bathrooms.
Well, speaking from experience, someone who's worked in a bar who had to clean bathrooms, yeah, they're fucking nasty.
Oh.
And you know what? The women's was always worse.
I've always heard that.
Yeah, women would shove gross ass shit in the toilets all the time. We found bras in the toilet, panties, anything you can think of that's like in a woman's purse has been shoved in those toilets. And then one time, some chick, it must have been crowded in there, and all the toilets were taken, and some chick had to go, so she shit on the floor.
You're joking.
No, I swear.
I've heard tampons get pretty bad there too. Like women will just throw them on the ground.
It's gross as fuck, dude.
I'm like,
mounds of toilet paper in the fucking toilet bowls, too. Yeah, it was nasty. I always did bathrooms with Jacob because no one else wanted to, so I always just helped him. But that shit was gross. It was nasty.
You're gonna need like a super sucker 5000 digging that bitch in and get it all out.
Yeah, no, it was nasty as fuck. But yeah, I'm glad you made it to the bathroom there, though. That was That could have been very bad.
Yeah.
I've heard plenty of stories of people not making it, but just a recent one Evan told me. I'm not going to tell it on here. Just in case he ever comes on, he can tell it. But so after you guys were walking back to the Airbnb, after you were at the bar, I remember Dylan was calling me because Brett and Haney like went somewhere. I thought they met up with you guys.
I thought it was Brett and Ryan.
No, Ryan was passed out on the Airbnb back porch.
Well, do you remember as soon as we got off the Jet Express, there were the Port Clinton cops, and they're just sitting there, making sure everybody's good. And then Ryan's just falling into the bushes. Like literally just falling into the bushes. I remember looking over, and the cops are just laughing at him. I'm like, what?
He was the last one off the boat, remember?
I don't.
We had to wait. We had to wait for him to get off the boat.
Yeah.
Because he was so drunk. He was on like the fucking second story of the boat, and he was puking off the side the whole ride back.
I do remember that now.
And then and so we were all off the boat, and like the people who like work on the boat or whatever, they had to get him off, and so we were all waiting for him to get off, and then they get him off, and he's stumbling off like the ramp. Yeah. And we're all like, yeah, right.
We all started clapping. Yeah, I remember that now.
And then, he was falling in bushes and shit. I remember going back to the Airbnb, and I wasn't going to tell you guys where it was because I just didn't want everyone to come back and think they could stay. Yeah. Like, I had no problem going out to the bar and meeting you guys. I just didn't want everyone to know where it was. Because, like I said, I'm not supposed to. I mean, I was 21, and like this was the first time like I rented a place, and like I just didn't want to have to get charged extra for like anything, and
for people who weren't supposed to be there.
Yeah, for people who weren't supposed to be there. But then Haney fucking texted me and asked me what it was. I was like, all right, you guys can come over for a little bit. I gave him the address, and then before I know it, fucking his sister Trisha was pulling up with Ryan.
She was there?
Yeah, with Ryan. I gave Haney the address, and he gave it to his sister, and she came and dropped Ryan's drunk ass off. Haney wasn't even with her.
That is awesome.
And you know how Ryan gets when he's drunk. He was pissing me off. So I was like...
He does it literally just to piss you off.
I know. And I'm just like... When we were on the island, he was fucking really close to me when we were getting drunk. He wouldn't stop hanging off of my body. Like, I'm telling you, like, he'd grab my arm, and he would, like, dead weight. And I literally...
You have to, like, push him off of you.
Dude, I was punching the shit out of him. I was giving him a fucking 1-2. Like, I swear awesome. I got so pissed at him that, like, when he was touching me, I fucking, hard. I didn't hit him in the face, but I hit him in, like, the arm.
That might have been your best bet. We wouldn't have had to worry about him the rest of the night.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to get away from him because he kept touching me.
Yeah.
And we get up and we walk over to Brett, who was at the bar. And he was hanging off of my shoulders, dude. He had his hands, like, on my shoulders, just, like, his legs were dragging. I was just walking, and I looked at Brett, and I'm like... Get him off of him. I'm like, get him off of me before I kill him. Like right now.
Well, do you remember the place we went to go eat at? Like
the fancy place?
Yeah. Like you remember he was arguing with the people there because they charged him or he didn't get charged and he got away without paying for his meal or anything. And I remember they were yelling at each other. And we got together with like 6 other people because remember he just had some random girl hang out with him that I'm like, who is this? Like, and we had like 15 people at one table.
Yeah.
And they were arguing with him. They were like, you haven't paid your bill. Yes, I did. Like, I have a receipt right here. Turns out he walks out. He's like, yeah, I just picked up that receipt. Like, I don't know whose it is. I'm like, how do you get away with that?
I don't remember that at all.
That was one of the things I do remember.
Yeah, I for some reason I don't remember that at all. But of course, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, it's Ryan. But yeah, I definitely remember everything after the island because 1, I sobered up, and 2, I ended up getting pissed off. But I remember you and Dylan were walking back to the Airbnb after the bar without Brett and Haney, I think, at that point. And I remember you were walking, and then I saw you on the sidewalk, and then I went down there, and then when you saw me, you were like freaking out. You were like, dude, I lost my hearing aid. And I was like, all right. I was like, well, where do you think it is? And you're like, I don't know. You're looking in the grass near the house, like you lost it before you got there. And you wouldn't stop looking at like everywhere, like around the house. I'm like, I don't think you lost it here, dude.
That is awesome.
And I remember you walk up to the porch and you starfished on the porch, and then you just started going, Katrina Petrova from Vampire Diaries. And I just started laughing. I was like, are you talking about the chick from Vampire Diaries right now? And Dylan goes, that's what it is? He's like, he's been saying that all night.
He was getting so pissed off.
Because he didn't know what you're talking about.
He didn't know what I was talking about.
He's like, dude, he's like, I have literally been trying to figure out what he's been talking about all night long. And I'm like, yeah, that's from like Vampire Diaries, some show he's seen. And he was like, oh, he thought it was like something like you were asking for that person. That it's fictional. She's very fictional. So
yeah, I watch some weird shows. I don't know why.
Vampire Diaries isn't weird.
No, like if you were to like guess what kind of shows I watch, you wouldn't be able to. Just because
I know what shows you watch though.
I watch a whole bunch of different shit.
I know. Varying genres.
Oh yeah.
I mean, well, compared to most things you watch, I mean, Vampire Diaries is different.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, you're typically more of like a thriller action type of person, but that's more of a drama show, which it's good. I like it.
I just got back into One Tree Hill.
That's also a good show.
4 seasons in, and I just started it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good show. It's basically for anyone who doesn't know, One Tree Hill is basically like Friday Night Lights, but with basketball.
Yeah,
is basically what that show is. That's a good one though. I've not seen it all the way through, but I've seen through most of the 4th season. I've tried to get back into it so I can watch all of it. But yeah, I used to watch it with Haley because she likes it, and yeah. I feel like it wasn't that long ago I was watching it, but I can't remember. But yeah, it's a good show. That show is also weird though, because I feel like at the beginning it's a lot about basketball, and then all of a sudden it's just about whatever.
Yeah, like there's a school shooting. And
yeah, that was when it started getting to that point, like
Yeah.
the school shooting. I'm like, what is fucking happening right now?
Right.
But yeah, no, that's a good show. You watch any? What have you been watching besides that lately?
Tires. We were just talking about that before we started this.
I've seen some funny ass clips from it. I've never watched all the way through, but I mean, Shane Gillis is hilarious. So.
Yeah, I love Shane Gillis. I want to go see him in Detroit.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, isn't it soon?
I don't even remember what it was, to be honest with you. I think I just saw it and sent it to you guys.
Yeah. Well, I saw it the other day and I sent it to Jeremiah because he really likes Shane Gillis. He thinks he's fucking hilarious. So, I mean, I think the cheapest tickets I saw when I was looking was like, I don't know, maybe $70, which isn't bad, but they're really far away, which I don't care. They always have like the Jumbotrons on when you go to stadiums like
I
that.
want to sit up close, though. That way I can heckle him. Just be like, you making him at night?
Dude, he would so go to town on you. I know it.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, he's funny. He's good with he's good at roasting people, though.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say anything too bad because he might go after you.
Yeah. Well, he did the same. He started doing the same thing to Joe Rogan, and he's like, "Oh, that jujitsu said for pussies."
Shane said that?
Yeah, there was an episode on the Joe Rogan podcast where he was like, "That shit don't work on me," and he's just like, "Okay." And he's like, "Yeah." He tapped like 8 times in like 30 seconds. As he's he had him in a rear naked choke, and he's just sitting like it as locked in as it could possibly be, and Shane's just like, "You're a pussy," as he's getting choked out, and I was dying laughing. It was so funny.
I was watching, or I don't watch it all the time. I listen to it on my earpiece at work. Bad Friends, the podcast with Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino.
Oh my god!
I love watching it. They're very funny. There was an episode where they called Shane, and because Bobby like was talking shit about him, and stuff. I forget exactly what he said. I'm not trying to quote too much of it, but he was talking shit about Shane, so Andrew called him and got him on the phone and stuff, and they told him what Bobby said about him, and he was on the podcast, so they put him on the mic, and he was just like, "Oh no, it's all good, buddy." Blah blah blah, all this. He was like being nice to him, and then after they hung up, he texted Andrew and he said, "Tell Bobby he's fucking dead."
That is awesome.
They told him you don't want to come after Shane, dude, because he's the king. Is what Andrew
Dude,
said.
he's so funny. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten canceled yet for some of the shit that he said.
Well, I mean, you got to think about.
Not like politically or anything, just like when he was talking about like the Special Olympics. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Well, he talks about it because he has special needs family members. Like he has family members that have Down syndrome.
Yeah, he's a bit of a daywalker himself.
Didn't he say he was like a coach for a team of Down syndrome people once?
I don't remember.
I forget what sport it was, but I'm pretty sure he said he was a coach.
But I do remember him talking about John Cena. He said he just walk up and start.
He said, they'll give it back to you.
You can't see me. Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah, he I mean, he just has like I don't know what word I'm looking for.
He doesn't give a shit. Like,
oh yeah, I mean that's why I like him. He doesn't give a shit. But like the whole cancel culture, I think, is fucking stupid because no matter what somebody says, there's going to be a group of people that don't agree with it.
yeah,
Everything he says. So like, even if he says stuff that's really controversial, there's people out there that agree with him. So he's always going to have fans.
yeah. I don't even think about that. Like when I'm watching a stand up, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, if I laugh if it's funny.
Yeah. People don't know what jokes are. I swear anymore. They're just way too sensitive about it. I mean, it's a joke for a reason. They're just, they're doing it to be funny. It's
Dude,
not like
people make jokes about 9/11 and the Holocaust. I'm like,
still,
still.
and those people don't get canceled.
No, they don't.
You can make anything funny. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say anything, but you can make most things funny.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a lot of people, like myself included. I mean, dark humor is a real thing. Dark humor is one of my favorite types of humor, but I get all humor. Like I laugh at a lot of shit. But dark humor is usually like an acquired taste for most people because some of the jokes are super fucked up. But I mean, that's what makes things funny. When your body reacts and laughs, it's a response to something that you weren't expecting.
Right. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole point, is just catching people off guard. So obviously saying dark shit is going to do that. That's an easier way to get a reaction out of people. But then when people realize what you're actually saying, some people get offended. But yeah. I wouldn't say that Shane does a lot of dark humor, but
I wouldn't say it's dark humor, but you know, the stuff he says, people are like, man, he really just say that? And it's like, yeah, damn straight he just said that. That was funny as shit.
yeah,
Is he okay? Yeah, he's doing better than most of us.
dude, I forget when did he first become like really well known? Because he's been doing stand up for a while.
I feel like we watch a lot of stand-ups, and I feel like I don't remember really seeing him until like after COVID.
Yeah, that could be true. I don't know.
I think that's the first time I watched him.
He tells the story about how he like became famous, because he said they used to do like small gigs and stuff, and then just literally, I mean, I feel like this happens to most people who are famous. It was just like overnight. There's like a one bit that you do that goes viral on the internet. I mean, that's how Bert Kreischer got famous. Machine. He did stand up for a long time before he made real money from it, because the machine joke. Yeah, it went viral on Facebook, and then that's how he's famous now. Now everyone knows him.
Yeah, I actually watched that, like when him and his wife and his family found out, like, holy shit, like this thing's blowing up on the internet, and then all of a sudden, like, people are wanting him to come, you know, do acts all over the country.
Right. And he's been all over. I mean, remember when we saw him in Detroit?
Oh God.
He said that was the biggest that was the biggest place that he had sold out.
Yeah.
Or did he say? I don't know if he said sold out, but the biggest arena he's performed in at that point in time. I'm sure he's performed in bigger ones now, but
dude, he had the entire arena singing the Star Spangled Banner. It was like randomly would just stop and be
and then because Detroit's really close to Canada, he had everyone singing the Canadian.
I just stood there and I was just like, yeah, I'm not singing this. I don't even know a single word.
I mean, I don't know it either, but he had everybody singing it, bro.
And not only that, like, where the Pistons have the flags at, like he was saluting it, like he turned and was just, oh say can't. I'm like, what is going on right now?
I don't know, bro. He's something. Bert is a very good at catching me off guard. I never know what's coming out of that motherfucker's mouth.
Oh, 100%. Even jokes like, because you know how like they obviously don't come up with new content for every single stand-up they have.
Yeah.
Like after we went and saw him in Detroit, he had that new stand-up on Netflix, and then I watched it. The same jokes that I heard, I was laughing my ass off. Like I knew what was coming, and I'm like, I was still laughing my ass off.
Well, Bert has a really good like comedic timing and delivery. Yeah. That's a big thing with jokes. I mean, some things aren't as funny if you don't deliver it properly.
Right.
And he's really good at that. And so even if you know it's coming, I mean, he's got so many classic bits that make me laugh, and I've seen him a million times. The Machine's always funny. And the one I always think of is when he, the Christmas story about the pajamas. Come on, pajamas! That's such a good one, too.
Yeah, it is.
But, yeah, I would love to go see Shane. I think we should get tickets because, I mean, he's a funny motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
And Jeremiah quotes him to me a lot. He has so many good... I love his... because he only has the one special on Netflix, right?
I think.
Yeah, it's like Beautiful Dogs because of the Donald Trump thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that one's so fucking good. I remember the first time I watched it. You know, I tried to get our parents to watch it, and when they watched it,
they thought it was dumb.
They thought it was dumb.
Yeah.
And then
I was like, "Are you guys are like communists? You guys need to actually watch this. This is funny as shit."
Yeah, they stopped. I don't know, a few minutes in. I was like, I can't believe you guys stopped. And then we showed Dad the fucking funny clips from it, and then he eventually went and rewatched it.
He was crying.
Yeah, he's fucking funny, dude.
Yeah. That would be cool. Well, down in Texas, I think it's in Texas, the Starship that Joe Rogan has like a whole bunch of stand-up people come to. I guess you can actually like go and like.
What's it called?
I think it's called the Starship.
The Starship?
Or the Mothership or something. I forget what exactly it's called.
I don't know.
But it's essentially just guys doing stand-up, and you can just go and watch them.
Like just it's like a comedy club.
Yeah, just a comedy club.
Like the Funny Bone that we have here.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan owns one of those?
I think he owns it.
That'd be cool to go to.
Like who was the guy who did the who roasted the shit out of Tom Brady? He's like, "Hey, nice shoes. Where'd you get those? The divorce, bitch?"
I don't remember that joke from the roast. Was it the dude who just came up and just roasted everybody?
Yeah, he was like...
His name's Tony.
Yeah, Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like one of the main guys that's there too.
Yeah, he has his own podcast, the Kill Tony podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
Dude.
That's funny. Dude, he's so funny.
Yeah, he's had Shane on there plenty of times. Well, I don't know about plenty of times, but I've seen clips of him on there. The one where he was dressed up as Donald Trump, and then Adam Ray was dressed up as Biden.
That was
not Biden, Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
He does Dr. Phil.
Well, they have done a Biden one, too.
I know, but he really is good at the Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
the impersonation he does is hilarious. And, I mean, Adam Ray's funny as fuck, too.
Yeah. I don't know much about... I don't think I've really seen much of him.
Yeah. Well, I recommend you look him up because he'd make you laugh. He's real funny. There's so the Kill Tony podcast, it's kind of like a vibe like that. I mean, they have people come up and like do bits, like just people from the crowd because they have like a live audience.
Yeah. Well, I think I think we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah. I
think the place that they do it at, they reference to the Mothership or something like that. I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, they basically, I mean, it's a podcast and all, and it's on YouTube, but
yeah.
There's people just come up and do like comedy sketches and stuff. And there's this one dude, I can't remember his name, but he's so fucking funny. I'd have to tell you his name when I figure it out so you can listen to him.
Is he like the chubby? Is he a chubby guy?
No.
Okay.
He's an African American dude.
Gotcha.
I forget his name. He's so funny.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, bro.
He's got rocks in his pocket.
Yeah, he goes, I don't want to say that word, but yeah.
He's not dumb, but
he's like, I'll say it because it was fucking funny. He's like, I'm not retarded, but I like rocks.
He's like, what do you mean you like rocks? Didn't he pull them out once?
He had
too?
rocks
and
in
he's
his pocket.
just sitting there like, yeah, this one I got from here.
Yeah. Yeah, he just likes rocks. That dude's got some funny sketches, though.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
pretty good. But yeah, dude. So, moving on from all of that, we talked about comedians for a little while right there.
Yeah.
So closing it, we'll circle back to the wedding stuff because I wanted to talk about it a little bit anyway. We kind of breezed past it. So the nerves and everything, though, are you still nervous as of right now, or is it not like it's not nerve wracking yet? Maybe because
It hasn't hit me yet, but I think the rehearsal it'll finally start to sink in. Like, hey, this is happening.
Oh yeah, and that's gonna be here sooner than we think. I mean, It's June, halfway through already.
Yeah.
And we got September, right?
September 5th.
Yep, the first
got that one
weekend of
right,
the
baby.
NFL season.
Yeah. Go Lions.
Yeah, one pride. But yeah, dude, I'm getting excited for it. It's gonna be a good time. It's in Ada.
Yeah.
Is the venue nice?
For how much we're paying for it, I sure as hell hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too, dude.
It's expensive as shit.
Yeah. I mean,
Mexican food too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys are having Mexican food?
Oh, yeah.
Like what kinds of Mexican food?
Everything.
Everything?
I think it's just gonna be like a open taco bar.
Nice.
Yeah.
A lot of people like tacos. I'm not a big Mexican food guy.
Dude, this place,
I like tacos.
It was out of Cary, and this guy, like, we went in there, and he was like, we were just gonna sample a little bit of food. He's like, oh no, like we make it all fresh because they don't start their day until like 1 or something like that. And we walk in there, and this dude is bringing us fresh, like the entire table is filled with food. And I'm like, we were just wanting to sample a couple of things. I mean, chips and salsa, queso, everything that you could imagine.
Queso's good.
Oh, this queso is good. And then he's like, he brought out this like spicy salsa, and I tried it because I like spicier food. And like as soon as it touched my mouth, I'm like, damn, like this is hot. And he comes back out and he goes, hey man, you want the other hot stuff? I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm like, I'm afraid to shit tonight if I eat that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they got some shit that's no joke. I've had some really hot shit that I have a pretty decent spice tolerance, I would say.
Yeah.
And I like spicier foods, but once it starts getting to the point where it's like no longer like taste good, it's just hot to be hot. Like that's the whole purpose, is just to make it hot. It doesn't taste.
bueno.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that. If it's gonna be really hot, it's gotta have some good flavor. But like,
Right.
I've done that like one chip challenge, and like it's just hot. It tastes like dirt. It's gross. But it was hot as fuck. I'll say that, and it made me cry. So
Yeah. I'll never do that.
I did. First of all, I'm gonna tell this story because it was fucking funny. And
I know exactly what you're about to say.
And Devin and Carter, I'm throwing them under the bus for doing this to me, dude. So this I remember I was busy one night or something, and Carter and Devin both got me one because they found the one chip challenge at like a gas station. I'm like, I can't come do it tonight, but I'm like, save me one, I'll do it. And they did it when I wasn't there. And then I came over one day after fucking work, dude. And I was like, all right, where's the chip? I walk inside. It was like, I think Devin, Natalie, and Carter were all in there. And they're like, oh, it's in the drawer. Dude, I take it out, I rip it open, I throw the whole chip in my mouth, I start chewing. And then Devin and Carter were like, did you just put the whole thing in your mouth? And I'm like, yeah, it's the one chip challenge. That's what you're supposed to do. They're like, dude, when we did it, everyone just took a little piece off. I'm like, you motherfuckers.
You pussies.
And then all of a sudden, I just started fucking, dude, profusely crying. I couldn't help it. And then my mouth was so hot, I swallowed like half of it maybe, and then I spit the rest out because it tasted
Was
bad.
your tongue numb?
I wouldn't say it was numb, but it was burning, dude.
Really?
Yeah, it was so fucking hot. And it tasted like dirt, so I didn't swallow all of it. I spit it out. And then I went into the fridge. They had a brand new half gallon of milk. I drank the whole thing. I had to drink the whole thing. And then when I was trying to get the fucking heat out of my mouth, I accidentally rubbed my eye.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude. I wanted to die. It was terrible. I got a little bit in the corner of my eye, and yeah, I was done for.
That's almost as bad as the icy hot challenge.
Dude, we should redo that.
No, I'm all
We
right.
could probably withstand more now.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna ever do that again.
For anybody who doesn't know, the icy hot challenge was a thing when we were kids.
I don't know if it was actually a thing. I think we
just
were
called
just
it.
fucking stupid.
We just called it that. we had a jar of icy hot, and we were kids, and we put them on our balls.
That was my first ever ice bath.
Well, dude, when you think about it, icy hot. I mean, the first thing. So when you put it on and it starts burning, you're like, "Oh shit!" Your first natural response, since it's hot, is to go put water on it. But it's icy hot, so it made it worse.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, whether it's really hot or really cold, it's gonna almost have the same effect, dude.
Yeah.
And I remember running to the bathroom because I think it was
Avery.
it was
Yeah,
Avery's
yeah,
ass.
it
He
was
was the
Avery.
reason we did it because he's like, "What? Come?" He's like, "You should put some on there." See, he's like, "Don't be a pussy."
Dude.
And then as memory serves, I'm pretty sure he didn't put much on or any.
Well, yeah, because we both came back and we're like, dude, you didn't put any on. Now you got to put double.
Yeah, now you put double.
And our weird asses were like, we got to see it. Like, we got to see you scoop out all of it. Like, you can do whatever you want down there, but like, we got to see you actually get it.
I remember. I'm glad we did it at one at a time though, because it would have sucked if all of us did it and we all had to rush to the bathroom. I remember I went first. I was in that bathroom a while trying to get that shit off.
Oh.
It hurt. It hurt so bad. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't ever do that.
Oh, well, maybe we'll do it for a podcast episode.
You and TJ can do that. I'm not fucking doing it.
We'll just do it. See how much we can withstand now. I mean, because when we did it, we were like 12.
Whoever gets up first loses. You guys just sit here and then I'll record behind.
Yeah. I mean, okay.
See how long
I wonder
you
if
can sit
TJ's
here.
down. I mean, TJ might do it, but I mean, I would win. I know I would.
Yeah, TJ is a pussy. So you'd be all right.
He's a little pussy pot pie. Yeah? He
No way, baby. Come on.
that's a great movie. But he I don't know when I'm gonna get him back on here because he has to work thirds now, so it's gonna be hard. And also, it's harder to work around his schedule right now too because one, he's working thirds instead of seconds, and him and his baby mama switched like schedules for his daughter. So
Moving on past TJ.
yeah, but they switched. It was normally like she was with her mom like every week and then him every other weekend, but now it's flip-flop. So he has her all week every week and then she goes to her mom every other weekend. So he has her a lot. Like that's for the summer. So I don't know. We'll see if we can get him back on at some point, but yeah. Until then, I got plenty of friends who want to be on it. I got people who come back on it. I'm sure you'll come back on it. I got Chris that I know will come back on it. Bradley wants to come back on it. I mean, Haney's probably next though.
Haney should be next.
Haney's excited to do it.
He should be, man.
We got a lot of stories.
Jail talk.
Yeah, dude. We could talk about
That should be the caption of that episode. Just say like jail
prison
talk.
break.
Dude, what's that movie with Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart?
I
When
don't
he's
know.
prepping him to go to
Get
prison.
hard.
Get hard.
Get hard.
Oh,
I'm gonna punch you in the fuck.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, don't do Chris again.
Okay, dude, Chris's episode was actually really funny.
Was it?
You didn't watch it?
I did.
Okay, so you've seen it. Why'd you ask that?
I watched it with Kat and Haney, and
Oh, that's right. You were at Haney's apartment.
and we were just sitting there, and Haney's just sitting there, and I'm playing with the dog, and he's just like, "Is this supposed to be funny?" I'm like, "Well, yeah." I disliked it at first, and then I was like, "No, I can't do Justin like that. I'll like it."
I think overall it was a really funny episode.
It had some funny parts in it. I don't remember what they were, but I laughed.
Yeah. I try to I have the clipped funny moments I think on there.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, obviously overall I try to keep the whole podcast like lighthearted and comedic because that's
Yeah.
that's what I want.
Bradley's had me crying. Like you and like
Well,
you
Bradley's
guys,
hilarious.
You guys, your guys' weird laughs. Like if I know I hear your little spray laugh, and like as soon as I start hearing that, I'm like, oh, he's gone. Like
Yeah. Well, yeah, it helps that Bradley's really funny and we kind of feed off each other. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not funny, but like Bradley's just a funny dude as well. Not everyone's built to be funny, which is okay. I mean, I like, because the whole point of this podcast is basically just it's like a shoot the shit kind of podcast. Yeah. So like if we were just hanging out and not doing anything without a mic and a camera.
It felt like that watching it.
Yeah.
Like, like when you're just sitting there, like if we were hanging out with Ryan, Brett, Dylan, and Haney, it felt like I was just watching people fuck around. You know what I mean? It didn't feel forced or anything like that.
Well, I mean, that's also why I try not to. The only time I've pre-planned anything to talk about is when me and Chris did the gorilla debate, because I wanted to talk about it. And then I also came in today with the 5 liquid thing that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, I kind of wing it because I don't want anything to feel forced, and I just want it to be a conversation. That's what it should be.
Impromptu brings the best out of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just want people to feel comfortable. I don't want them to feel like it's none of this is a skit. I've never once pre-planned I've pre-planned some jokes, but most of it's just off the top of your head type thing. Because I mean, right now, if we were here without a camera, without a microphone or anything, I mean, this is what we'd be talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I want it to to be like. It doesn't have to be funny.
Remember when we went? What were those shows that they used to have in high school where like you, me, Haney, and Dylan went, and they'd be like, "Give us a topic, and we'll do a skit or something like that."
They're like improv.
Yeah, the improv nights. You remember they're like, "Give us an event, 9/11." Nope.
From Ted 2?
Yeah, they acted like they didn't hear us say that. But
yeah, Ted 2, they do a
give us a person
scene of that.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah, improv is, it's hard to do that shit.
Yeah.
Because that's actually acting. We're not acting. We're doing improv, like we improvise.
Yeah.
Talking, but I mean, it's not like we're doing a scene. They're acting when they do that though.
Yeah.
I
don't think
hard.
I could do that.
It's hard.
Unless I had like free reins to say whatever I wanted and do whatever I wanted, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it'd be too forced, and then I'd just be sitting there like...
What would be your go-to? Like if you were doing improv and you just didn't know where to go, what would be your fallback to like...
Starbucks. ain't nobody says Starbucks.
You just start quoting Ted 2 out there?
We're giving you this shit, man. Make some fucking comedy.
That was so random, dude. Fucking... I could just see, you're just in an improv scene and like someone's talking to you, and then in the middle of conversations, you're like, "No, nobody said Starbucks." Like,
I would stand up there, and as I'm asking for ideas, I'd be like, "All right, anybody got any ideas? 9/11, yeah, that sounds like a good one. I'm gonna do that one."
Take your own. Yeah, I mean, acting's cool. It's hard though. For me, like I've done skits and stuff like that. Like with Chris and Bradley before that, like we've written, and like I feel like I have the ability to act, but it's hard for me because I laugh too much.
Yeah.
So like there's a lot of like cutting and having to like redo stuff because like it's so hard for me to hold in laughter. Something.
I know. I'm sitting there thinking about like when you're like there'll be jokes you'll tell me.
Yeah.
Or like how like we always like rephrase movie scenes and whatnot. Like I know when you're trying to tell me something because you just like start busting out laughing. You're just like, give me a second.
Yeah. Well, when I remember something, sometimes I just burst out. If it's really funny.
Like, Justin, you got a bug on you. You start dying.
When I was thinking about what we were possibly going to talk about during this episode, I thought of that.
Did you really?
Yeah, dude, that was so fucking funny. One time me and Devin were golfing. We'll let them know. And we were in the same cart, and it was a locust, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like a locust landed on me. I didn't know.
You were driving. Like
Yeah,
it
I was
wasn't
just
like we
driving.
were stopped.
And it was like, was it on my leg or my arm?
I don't remember. It was on you though.
It was on me, and I'm driving the cart, and then all of a sudden I just hear Devin,
I jump off.
Yeah, he's jumping off the car as he's yelling it. And I'm like, what is he doing? He's like, Justin, you got something huge on you. And just sprints off the car.
Well, like, have you ever like seen something out of the corner of your eye? You're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like, I just remember sitting there like pissed off that I just, I'm on my 8th shot on a par 3 or whatever. And
Yeah.
I just see something out of the corner of my eye and I'm just like, what the fuck?
I mean, to be fair, the locusts are huge.
Oh,
so. but, dude, we all laughed so hard at that because I've never seen you run away from something like that. Every time we get into a
golf cart. Every single time.
Well, I've never seen you run away from something like that. So it was so fucking funny. Like, you didn't even, like, when you started saying it, you were already out of the cart.
I was about 50 feet away from you. Oh, that was awesome.
And I'm over here like, what the fuck's he freaking out about, dude?
Well, I remember your face. You're like, what do you mean?
And I just fucking flicked it off.
I didn't know what it was at first. I was like, yeah, fuck him. I'm getting out of here.
Big ass flea.
Oh, God.
Big ass tick on my arm.
Yeah.
Ticks are fucking gross.
Yeah, they are.
You ever had a tick on you?
Nope.
I don't think I have either.
I don't remember. Probably.
They're gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had one. I found some on dogs before.
Oh, yeah. I found them on dogs, but I've never had them on me.
When they fill up with blood, they can get huge.
Really?
Yeah, and then you fucking stomp on them and there's blood everywhere.
Groovy. Groovy.
Something. You look like you're fucking gonna throw up.
No.
Are you not a blood dude?
Oh, I love blood, dude. I'm joking.
How much do you love it?
Well, it's
the way you said
I got
that.
a lot of it in my body, so
that. Yeah, how much do you have? You know?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know how much we have either. The way you said that though was like you just drink blood when you're like you said it like you love it so much.
Yeah, yeah.
You steal like the blood from like the hospital and like the
blood
bags.
Banks.
The blood banks just like they do in the Vampire Diaries.
Yeah. Oh shit, that guy had AIDS. Damn it. You'd be screwed.
Are you a type of person that if you had a cut that you're gonna like suck the blood?
Oh yeah.
You do that?
Gross. I'm a bad nail biter and nail picker, so like
me too.
I'll make myself bleed, and I'm like, oh shit.
And then you like suck on it?
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't want it to get on my clothes or anything.
I know people who do that. I just don't. I think it's gross.
Really?
If I'm bleeding, I'm gonna go wipe it with a paper towel and then like either just let it scab or I'm gonna put like Neosporin and a Band-Aid on it. But I'll never fucking just be like my fucking look at.
Yummy.
Yeah, I mean, I pick at my thumbs all the time and I make it bleed, but I definitely
mine are so bad. I'm not even gonna show you what my fingers look like.
dude,
I got some work to do before the wedding.
Speaking of blood, I have a story from today at work.
Oh God,
it wasn't my blood, but I felt so bad. I'm glad he's all right, but like part of me wanted to laugh, but I didn't. So this dude, he brought me like a load of casings. I work at a semi-tire retread plant. And I had to unload these casings. They were X1s, so the big fuckers. Like I know semi-tires are already big, but X1s, like the big wide ones that they use for like cement mixer trucks. So he was bringing a whole truckload of them for us. And normally when I get casing loads and you open the doors to the semi, like the back few stacks usually fall.
right?
You know, they just fall out. So every time I've worked there 4 years, I've gotten so many casings trucks. The drivers will just kick it open and get out of the way and let them fall. And then I go pick them up. So I'm walking toward the back of the truck and his truck's running and one of our trucks are running. So I can't hear anything. It's loud. And I just hear the tires drop and I'm like, all right, I'll go help clean them up. Dude, I get around to the back. They fell on him.
This is like the truck stop or whatever.
No, this is at Schrader.
No. I mean, like, I don't want to call it a dolly, but like, where you offload shit at?
My dock?
Yeah, your dock.
It wasn't. He didn't pull it back into the dock yet. He was just opening the door so he could.
So he was down in the.
No, dude, dock. I fucking walk around the back and I was just like, okay, the tires fell out. I was gonna go pick them up, and then I get around there and he's on the ground. No, I didn't laugh because like, dude, the tires were still on top of him. Like they knocked him down.
That is awesome.
And obviously it fucking hurt because like the like even a regular like low pro or 11R semi tire, like those are going to be 70 pounds by themselves.
Right.
Those X1 tires are like 100, and they are in stacks of 6, and they fucking fell on it. Like 8 of them fell out of the truck.
Damn.
And I come around the corner.
That's 600 pounds, Chris. Just so your math is right.
And I fucking come around the back, and all I hear him say is, "Damn!" And he's on the ground, like rolling around. He's like, "Oh!" And I helped him up. I was like, "Yo, take your time, man."
Did he look like he was getting out of a ball pit trying to like?
Yeah, well, he was like rolling around because he was in pain, and I was like, "Here, I'll help you up." I was like, "But take your time." And then I get him up, and then he was like holding on to the truck. He's trying to catch his breath. I'm like, "Yo, take as much time as you need," because that probably didn't feel good. And then I was like,
"There's not a camera back there, is there?"
No, I don't think anyone saw it.
Damn.
But so I was like, just take your time. You don't have to back it in right now. Like, catch your breath, whatever. And he was dirty because it was in the parking lot, so he fell on pavement. And he was like sitting there. I was like, "Are you all right?" And he's like, "I think so." I was like, "Let me look." I was like, "Are you bleeding?" And he's like, "I don't think so." And I was looking around, and I was checking his head to make sure it wasn't bleeding.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he didn't hit it, but I was just making sure it wasn't bleeding, and it wasn't. So I'm like, "All right, good." I'm like, "Just take your time." And then I went to go grab the tires, and there was blood, dude, all over this tire. Like, and I was like, "Oh shit." And I was like, "You're bleeding somewhere." I found it was his elbow, but
that is damn.
I've never seen someone actually like stack of tires actually fall on anybody, and I've worked there a long time.
What'd he do? Just sit there and unlatch it and just ate it, or what?
I guess he just didn't move out the way. I was like, "Damn." I was like, "I didn't realize that you were right here." I was like, "Most of the time drivers just kick the doors open and get out of the way." And he goes, "Yeah, no, I wasn't expecting that at all." And I was
you
like,
ought to go by that Ludacris song. "Move, bitch, get out the way."
Dude, and he was a big guy.
Really?
So it had to have
Was he
hurt.
new?
I mean, he's not a worker for us.
Oh,
He's
okay.
a third-party driver
Yeah.
who just kind of, he works at whatever jobs are available. So like this company that we bought these tires from hired him as a third-party
he's
driver to
just
pick it up.
transporting them.
Yeah, it could very well have been his first time ever delivering tires.
I wonder if it was his last.
I don't know. It might be, dude. They fucking knocked him down good. Like, yeah.
I'm just imagining him. I don't even know what he looks like, but I'm just imagining like 6 fucking tires just laying on him, and he's just trying to fucking move out of the way. Did you jump down there and like start just pushing them off of him, or what?
Yeah, I moved him off of him, and then I was like, "Yo, whenever you're ready, I'll help you up." But I could tell it fucking hurt. I've had one singular tire multiple times fall on me and like hit me in the legs and stuff, and that shit hurts. So I could only imagine a whole stack falling on you because like the semi trailer's tall, so like it all came down at once, and I'm just
thinking of Longest Yard. Joey Diaz, "You assholes better not cut me," as he's laying there on the ground.
He's kind of was how he was laying.
Was he really?
He was a bigger guy, yeah.
Can of corn.
I gave him after I unloaded it. Well, he got right in the truck and backed the trailer into the dock.
Nice.
But when we were done, they gave him like antiseptic towels, like towelettes to rub it, like, or clean it because it was dirty.
Yeah.
And I gave him a Band-Aid.
Nice.
But
Hello
but,
Kitty.
Huh?
Hello Kitty.
No, just regular. But yeah, dude, that was crazy. That's the first time I've ever seen that.
That is, I don't want to say their name, but did the mechanic or what repair guy there see it?
He didn't see it happen just like I didn't, but he came around the corner too, and he was like, because I was talking to him after, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, I just saw tires, so I was gonna come grab him with the forklift," and he's like, "And then I came around, I just see feet hanging out of the ground." I was like, "Yeah."
Oh, that is awesome. Well, I'm glad he's all right.
Tough for the guy. He was really nice too, so I felt bad. But I wish I could have like seen it only because I could have been helping him sooner.
Just push
because I kind of lollygagged to the back. I didn't realize he fucking got hit. So
wow.
Yeah. So that was a eventful Friday for me.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, stuff like that normally doesn't happen. So, but we are already done.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's been an hour already.
Bullshit.
So
we got to do a 24-hour podcast.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be a lot of editing.
But yeah, that is going to do it for today because we are out of time. I'd like to thank anybody who came and hung out with us today. Of course, I'm always appreciative of anyone who comes out and supports. If you guys want to continue to follow the channel and all the socials, make sure you click the link tree in the description. We got a Facebook page, an X page, Instagram, TikTok. We got it all. Hit us up on all of those. Share this video around, like and subscribe, of course. I wouldn't have the inspiration to keep doing this if it wasn't for you guys and everybody who reaches out about the episodes. I have people who are always looking forward to new episodes. I thank you guys so much for reaching out to me. It makes me feel really good. I'm glad that I can be entertaining to people, and I'm glad a lot of people want to be on here and talk to me. But yeah, that is about it for today. Remember, until next time, guys, remember, stay cool
And stay phony.